Some Estelle will never forget the feeling.
And when 9/11 happened and my teammates were going to war without me, I went into a depression.
Summa had served with the Air Force Best, Air Combat Controllers, the elite men who go in early and direct weapons from air power.
In talking to aircraft, identifying targets, and calling in the necessary ordnance.
In the early hours of March 2002, just 5 months after 9/11, the elite SEAL Team 6 and one combat controller that Summa had served with, John Chapman, are ambushed on a mountain in Afghanistan. Their helicopter is hit. One SEAL, John Rogers, falls out. The others crash land nearby.
Chappie, at this point, establishes comm, calls in another aircraft to get him.
They are not going to leave the SEAL behind, but their chopper too comes under heavy fire.
I understand Chappie was the first person out of there. He advances on that dug-in machine gun position and ran right up to the hole that they were shooting out of and just shot both of them right there.
In this real-time Predator drone video, you can see Chapman advance on the enemy.
And as he is advancing on the second position, I understand he gets hit in the helmet, somewhere around the helmet.
The SEAL team leader believes that Chapman is dead. He takes the rest of his badly beaten up team out of harm's way.
Nobody faults him for that. No one will. No one. Chappie's family doesn't. Our teammates, the combat control community.
Except extensive analysis of the drone video indicates John Chapman was not dead.
Came to, he was only unconscious. He came to, and he continued to fight for an hour and 37 minutes. And turns towards the machine gun nest and takes off in a jog. And he jogs right up to him, and he 86'd the two Taliban in that hole. On the thermal imaging, that one of those two guys he killed with his bare hands. He killed with his K-bar.
For more than an hour, Chapman battles alone, kills two more of the enemy. And then, as a rescue helicopter approaches, he attempts to cover them with suppressing fire.
Shooting at them to suppress fire, and they hit him 3 times in the chest and killed him. Whenever they recovered his body the next day, he had 9 bullet wounds in him.
When Summer received the news his best friend was dead, he was devastated, but not surprised.
2 beautiful little girls, a family that loves him, and he set all that aside, and he went after John Rogers, and he was going to kill anybody that got in his way and kept him from bringing his buddy home.
16 years after his solitary fight on a mountain in Afghanistan, Air Combat Controller John Chapman will receive the Medal of Honor. There at the White House to see it happen, his old friend.
That group of guys that I served with, I had the honor and privilege to serve with those amazing people.
Thank you to Rick Rowe for that heartwarming story.